Okay, part two. Sorry, my phone ran out of storage. We worked on building the ball as the generator, as the fuel generator for the Tai Chi engine for the elastic force qigong and Tai Chi model that we will be using, that I use for the classes that you come to. We worked on some power stretches, feeling the elasticity of the body, learning how to draw the bow and shoot the arrow, which we actually haven't worked on that yet, but that's where it's leading to. But we're going to do some form first before we work on that specific drill, the Fajin and the shunting drills. That will not be filmed today. So Tai Chi. What does every Tai Chi form have? It's got Peng, Lu, Ji, An. Those are the four main energies. Peng is the mother, that gives birth to all these other energies. So now, by building the ball and developing the energy, filling the body like a balloon, it's giving you a feeling for Peng Jin, the energy Jin of Peng. Now, if we just had, this is what many people do in America, because they don't have a reference for what Peng Jin feels like, the actual feeling and the method, the cause to get you the correct energy, they reverse engineer it. They look at like a Ferrari on the street and they're like, oh, we don't understand what's going on inside of it, so we'll just like make a cardboard cutout frame of it and hope that it runs without an engine on the street, which is insane, but do what you want, so free country. So you have, every Tai Chi player knows, seen it in a movie or something. You've got this ward-off shape, this high ward-off and low ward-off, basically. If you did Chen Man Cheng's form, or you did another form, you would recognize, okay, it's sort of round, it's sort of a shape, and you're in your go position, basically, for ward-off, okay? But it's the quality inside of being full with juice and peng that actually determines the internal quality. So you can be standing around somebody like a master or something, and they're at the grocery store, they're having their coffee, and they're full of peng. That internal quality where they're like filled up like a rubber tire or a balloon or something. So it goes into your daily life. So I encourage you, again, please work on the qigong and stuff before you work on the form. This is why I don't give people form. I do people in the park wave their hands around, because I want you to get the real thing so that you can bring it into your daily life and you're not wasting your time doing these 2-3 hour classes with people and not not getting anything from it, not getting any real long-term value. Okay? So if you were in a class, we do these partner exercises where you feel me and it feels like you're floating, because my Peng Jin is more full than people that haven't practiced as much. And you can use that Peng for many different applications, for healing applications that we work on mostly, but also for martial applications for people that are more dedicated and serious and committed martial artists. But what I'm going for is vitality for health and martial power, and filling up the body, feeling the hydraulics, feeling the slow, thick molasses running around you, running through the body. Really vital, really important to get. And you can do any form you want, I don't care. You can do a Chen, a Yang, Wu, Chen Pan Ling. It does not matter to me. But once you have these two things, these key things, it will revolutionize the way that you do your form, but also into your daily life. So, okay, stick over, blah, blah, blah. So, try to do it so you can see, basically. So we have this basic, there's a rip from Wang Shengsheng's 37 form, modification of Chen Man Cheng's 37 short form. And, okay, we have our high ward off, our Peng, okay? So what we're going to do is we're just work on the outer shape now. So we'll make sure our quads are sunk and our hips are kind of like melted into our feet, and the joints of the hips, knees, and the ankles and the feet, the balls of the feet are all just kind of lined up and just kind of melt, and boom, we're just kind of connected to the earth. And our upper body is nice and relaxed, while our lower body can just relax into the earth. Our skeleton is upright, while all the fluids are melted down inside of our body. And just and guess what? There's always more to release. It's never ending. Oh my God. There's always a reason to come to class because there's so much to let go of. So, okay, so we're going to start square, and internally we're filled up with juice and vitality, hopefully after you've done some qigong. And we're just going to work on the external shape. We're going to turn the belly, keeping our hollow and melt over square. Okay, and this brings us to our Lu. So we got Peng. I'm going to melt down, creating a pressure differential down to the feet. The pressure differential, and the pressure is going to pump from the feet and rise up, raising the chi. So we're going to loop. So I'm going to roll back. This is going to go a little bit horizontal to the left. And this is going to draw like a bow from the dantian up while this rolls back. So let's try to copy and get it. And then we're going to come back to center for G for the press. So here, so what was this? Crossing. We got this triangulation of power, squeezing. We sunk into the feet. We're going to release the pressure out to the hands, to release the energy out the energy lines from the feet, out the body, out the shoulders, out the elbows, shoulder, elbow, wrist, out. And here, roll over the ball. And when we have our push, settle into the back leg. Okay, and rise up. Okay. So I just want you to copy the movements. We're not going to go over the internal mechanics as much. The main thing is the two things: feeling the vitality, feeling the power, and then releasing the power out the point of contact. Okay? And then the second thing, what do we talk about? The slow, thick, hydraulic, fluidic feeling of the hydraulic pumps. The main pumps are in the feet, pumping the blood, the fluid, down the body and up the body, out to the hands. Okay? So, two things, vitality and then the swimming in air. Really remember that. Feel those things, okay? Chances are, if you're in class, we can go over micro details, but I'm trying to give you something that you can work on without me. You keep the video on loop, but you need to be able to get these things, and you can come in for like a tune-up to really get worked on, to get the micro mechanics to get you more, but I'm not going to be there with you there all the time. So let's do it one more time and we'll call it, okay? So, just settle the triangles, settle the hips, melt the hips into the feet, melt everything down, lower body. Let the upper body settle into the lower body, and just kind of everything inside the upper body. Just do a quick melt from the top of the crown, down to the shoulders, down to the dantian, the stomach, lower internal organs, down to the feet. Okay, so we're kind of like stuck and plastered in the feet, and we're going to turn. We're going to settle into the front because we're going to pump back up for Lu, and then settle into G. Okay, so one more time. So square. Okay, high word off. We're going to turn over square. Okay, here. Pump up. Draw the elastic bow. Keep this here. Draw the bow from this point over here. Stretch, feel the stretch in the back. And then come down to G. Landing in the back foot. And release the power from the back foot out. Roll over the barrel for your on. And then come settle center. Boom. Okay. For on. Okay. And then you can start again. Just kind of here, and then bringing the right hand under. Boom. And make it a loop. A little bit faster. So filling the body with vitality. And release. Filling the body, compressing the hydraulic pumps of the feet, and releasing the vitality that's compressed out of the point of contact in the hands and the arms, compressing into the feet and releasing the compression internally to the hands. Okay. Notice the pressure differentials. So there's a low pressure, and then letting the pressure build and release through the body. Pressure differentials change out to the top of the head, crown. Okay, so drawing the bow, Lu, and then G over the barrel, on, just push. Okay. Okay. Just cow, shoulder bump, you can add one in there. Peng, word off, Lu, G, on. So I'm used to doing it a little bit more smaller, make it a little bit bigger so you can really see the differential. So here's like a Peng, Lu, G, on. I'm going to roll back into our dry spiral tail and our single whip. So that's what we'll work on for next week, is single whip. Okay. Okay, so work on that. Watch it over and over again. Work on the two main principles that we talked about. Do it slow. Feel the vitality. Filling the body, releasing, filling, releasing, filling, and then releasing out the energy lines. Okay? Slow, thick, hydraulic. Whatever form you do, whether you do bagua, xingyi, you can work this quality in. You know? Okay? So, take care, have fun, practice.